somebody who feels envious of you ends up befriending you. And consciously, they may not be even aware of that. They think, well, I do want to like them, but unconsciously, they feel envy. They think that you have success that you don't necessarily deserve, that you have what they want, right? They become your friend and they charm you, et cetera, et cetera. And then lo and behold, you start noticing all kinds of behavior that's very ugly that you weren't expecting because they're your friend. They start saying bitchy comments that get under your skin, that make you feel insecure. They take things from you. They act in ways that are hurtful. But because they're your friend, your first instinct is to blame yourself.
Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. I am working today, but I just wanted to talk about or get into the topic of jealousy and envious type of spirits. It's been a lonely road when you have people jealous and envious of you and the things that you do. And at first, you may not notice it. You may not even know what it is. You may just think people don't like you, or you've done something wrong, or maybe something you did doesn't look right, and you were trying to seek out some validation to see if it looks nice or if it's something pretty, and that was mistake number one. When you create something, start a new business, maybe try a new look, do something different, and then you try to go out and seek validation from friends and family, and they don't necessarily seem happy for you. Like, they don't compliment it correctly, or they kind of stop talking about it immediately, or they kind of brush you off, kind of give you a backhanded compliment. You just have to be careful for that, because that can be an underlying spirit of jealousy. A lot of people that I've met so far, and this has been happening since I was young. Like, I have one story where I tried something new, where I wanted to, I was really young at the time, so I was probably like 9, 10, and I just started messing around with makeup. As a girl, you want to see how it looks. You've watched the little preteen shows and the girls putting on their makeup, so you wanted to see how you work with makeup. And I noticed that the type of shade, my skin color, the type of shade I am, my eyes and the brown, that golden eyeshadow, plus I'm a Leo, shout outs to all my Leos, the golden eyeshadow goes very well on me. Like, it goes very well on my skin. It makes my hazel eyes pop out. It's a pretty sight. And during my younger days, I had asked someone very close to me for validation on that. Like, hey, does this look nice? Or, what do you think about this? And she ended up saying, girl, you should not do that. Like, don't ever do that color. That color does not look nice on you. That color is very ugly. And just very, to the point where I was like, oh wow, I guess I won't do it anymore. I thought it was pretty nice, a nice golden look. I'm somebody who wholeheartedly loves gold. Like, I don't know if it's the sun sign in me, I don't know if it's God or the melanin in my skin, I don't know what it is, but when God created gold, he knew what he was doing. Gold is not my favorite color. Gray is actually my favorite color. So gray, silver. It's kind of weird, right? Gray, silver is my favorite color. But if I was to use something all the time, it would be gold. If I was to wear something, it would be gold. Like, I don't want no silver on me, unless it's a diamond, fine. But I like gold. So, I was like, And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, no, she's absolutely wrong. Like, this looks beautiful. It makes my eyes pop. It makes it glow. Like, it goes with my skin color. It goes with my complexion. I don't know what she's talking about. Like, the yellow, the gold really looks nice on my eyes. And it goes with the, eyeliner around it. And I ended up listening because, not to say I looked up to the person, which I do, because they're very close to me. But I just took it as advice, like, okay, maybe it looks bad. I'm not gonna try it anymore. Then after that, Even though in the back of my mind, I'm like, she's lying, whatever. After that, gold eyeshadow became very popular. It became very popular, very, very popular, very popular. And I'm like, damn, if I had never listened to this girl, I could have been maybe a great makeup artist or someone who had a signature look with the gold and inspired other people to do that. So I learned from that mistake. If you have a business, if you have something, if you have, you know, something that you're planning to do, try to keep quiet about it. Don't tell anybody until you are where you want to be. Until they finally realize, oh my God, Sam, I didn't know this was your business. I didn't know you had this going on. Wait till you get to that point. Because the validation that you're looking for, the love that you're looking for, more than likely gonna get it from a stranger. More than likely gonna get it from someone you don't know, someone who, you know, say you create an art piece, your family may think that art piece is horrible. Somebody may pay $1 million for that art piece, okay? Consistency is key. And the way to kill consistency is by allowing other people's opinion to affect your work or your creations or your, you know, the things that you have going on. So, gotta be careful for that. And be careful for the ones who are very close to you, who give backhanded compliments, who give, you know, a cold shoulder after you introduce them to your business, who give, you know, a jealousy type of spirit that you can feel, and it makes you feel bad. It makes you want to stop what you're doing. It makes you want to not continue. But I'm here to let you know, and this is your sign to continue. Maybe you got a bad comment on one of your creations. Continue. Keep putting it out there. You know, what one person hates, 1,000 people will love, okay? If you, maybe someone messed up your work, or maybe someone just doesn't believe in your vision. Someone, you know, and it could be someone very close to me. It could be parents. It could be your best friend. It could be, you know, your spouse, your lover, okay? Keep going through the hate. All right, even if you have 1,000 people hating you, that one person who likes it will change your life. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. And even if nobody claps for you, keep going, keep going. Understand, if nobody claps for you, it's a lack of understanding. It could be jealousy. It could very much be jealousy. It could very much be, you know, somebody not accepting who you are, or accepting the things that you like, or accepting what you have done. Okay, it could be that. And people like to work in crowds or do things crowd like. So if one person's like, I don't like it, somebody's gonna follow through like, I don't like it either, I don't like it, you know. But deep down in their mind, they're just like, how did she do that? Oh my God, I can't even do it like that. Or what did she do to make it like that? Because I'm so confused, you know. Don't let people get to you. Don't allow the jealousy to break you. Keep going. Consistency in your business. Consistency. Like I'm doing this video right now. Like some days I just don't feel like doing videos. Some days, you know, I don't get any likes, I don't get any views. But there's other days where I get a few views, or I get one like, or, you know, I get some things going, and it keeps me going, and God keeps me going. As long as He wakes me up, as long as I continue to be able to breathe, my heart is still beating, by the grace of God, I will keep going. By the grace of God, I will continue to worship Him as well. Okay, and that's another major thing when it comes to jealousy and envious spirits. Okay, majority of people will be jealous and envious of you. Why? Because they are jealous and envious of God, or they have not truly accepted who God is. They have not truly accepted Him and His wonderful mercy and all the great things and the great glory that He does for us. Okay, they truly have not accepted that. They want to challenge it, they want to deny it. So those people, once you deny God, you allow the devil in, and the devil is full of jealousy, full of rage, full of unknowing, you know, spirits, bad spirits, and they allow it in because they think it's okay. I can be honest with you, I have never been jealous of anyone that I can think of. Growing up, I have not been jealous of anyone. You know, if there's something that someone has, I would say, how do I get that? Or I would just be grateful for them, because that's their path and that's their ways, like maybe, I don't know, like I didn't grow up with big boobs. Like, I mean, big boob girls I've been around, but you think I'm gonna sit there and be like, oh my god, I'm so jealous of you. It's not fair. No, they have what they have. I have what I have, and I've learned to love myself for what I have. I've learned to accept the things that I have. You know, they may have a better car. They may have a better house. They may have a better situation going on. Good for them. I'm so happy for you. Keep going. Co-workers. I've had co-workers who, were in the same position as me and they wanted a supervisor position. I'm like, girl, go for it. If that's what you want, go for it. Zero jealousy. Never no jealousy. Never no envy for that. I am so happy for them. I will push you to do that because that's the type of spirit I'm going for. That's the type of energy. God, if you worship God, He gives you the spirit to help uplift others, to help get others into a better position. It may be a better position than what you're in, And if they also have God within them, because sometimes you help the wrong people and they make it seem like something else. But if they have God within them, they won't forget you for what you have done for them. And they'll try to help you. And we help each other. And it's just the circle of life. The good life. The great life. The life that God wants us to live. Okay? But if you catch yourself being jealous of someone or giving them a bully type compliment or a backhanded compliment or acting funny towards them, or you feel like a little tingle in your spine when they have something new going on because it's not what you're comfortable with or it's not what you're used to, you need to get rid of that. You need to see God. You need to understand that jealous spirit that you have within you and cast him out of you. Get him out. It's not right and it's not fair, and you may end up taking somebody's life because of that. You may end up putting somebody on the wrong path because of your jealous and envious spirit. But that's all I have for you guys. I love you.
You attract jealousy and envy everywhere you go because people got them demons in them. They can just feel your purity. Like, you ain't even got to really hear a person say nothing. But if you just get around them, you can feel that their energy ain't right. You can feel if it's a monitoring spirit. You can feel that they got the gospel spirits in them. You can feel that they got a whole bunch of ungodly soul ties in them. You can feel so many things. And you got to understand, when you get around these people, they be jealous and you hating on you because your aura is just pure. It's clean. And with that type of aura, you attract so much attention without even trying. These people want your aura so bad. They wish they could buy it, but they can't buy it. This is the ultimate status in the spiritual realm. That aura. And the crazy part about it is you get your aura just from not being a hater, from choosing love. A lot of people don't choose love. A lot of people choose revenge, get back, gossip, just a whole bunch of BS that ain't even right. You get your aura because your heart is good.
And it took me 25 years to realize that the closer you get to somebody is the more they actually start to hate you. The more about your life that you share with them, the more you invite them in, is the quicker they become envious of you. And that's because these people start to study you. They see what kind of car you drive, what house you live in, the clothes you wear, the pictures you post on Instagram, Facebook, and they start to compare themselves to you. They see that you really are the person that you say you are. You are not pretending. This ain't no gimmick. This makes them subconsciously start to compare themselves to you. And once they start thinking that your life is better than theirs, that's when the flip switches. That's when they stop liking you and start projecting their insecurities onto you. Now all of a sudden they're barely communicating with you. They're being hostile or cold to you. While at the same time, they'll still be watching everything you do and still try to keep you somewhat close to them. It's like they can just no longer hide their envy. And these people will even try to nitpick or look for any type of reason to get mad at you or feel some type of way towards you, just so that the jealousy that they're feeling towards you is justified.